guys, welcome back to Roscoe channel, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to make this anchor bumper. So lately this anchor bumper is really popular in Japan Cup 2018. Most of the racers in Japan Cup are using this kind of bumper, and I will show you how this bumper works later in the end of this video. And before we continue, I just want to say thank you to my friends Ari and also Andrew, because both of them helped me a lot in making this bumper. Okay, and also I just want to say that what I'm going to show you may not be the best way of making an anchor bumper, and what I'm going to show you is only one of many ways of making this anchor bumper. So here are all the parts that you need to make this anchor bumper. Okay, first you need to prepare the catcher, and you need to cut it according to the shape of the plate itself. And after that you will need to add some holes so you can insert the screws. And then you will need this drill bit to make some kind of a hole, a small hole. And after that you will need to change the drill bit, because we want to make some kind of a bowl shape in the catcher. And after that you will also need to trim the plate so it will become shorter like this one. So you can ignore these two holes, because these two holes were made because of my mistake. So just make these two holes, okay? And you need to make it short like this one. And keep in mind that you will also need to make the bowl shape also into this FRP, so you can see it right here. And don't forget to make the countersunk hole so the screw head can be hidden completely inside of the plate. And it will look like this after you attach them together, like this. Okay. The next thing you have to do is preparing this, I don't know what's the exact name of this part actually, so I will call it the mushroom. Okay, so you need to prepare the mushroom, and you need to cut it on the same level with the edges like this. After that you will need to drill the hole of the mushroom and make it bigger until it becomes around 2.1 millimeter. Next we will prepare the roller stay. And on this bumper I will use the fully cut FRP, but I personally think it is better to use the high grade carbon version. But anyway, this time I will use two pieces of FRP, and I will sand the surface first before I glue them together. And after you glue them together, you will need to make this notch right here in the mid side of the plate. And I also trim some part of the roller stay like this, because I will be using the 19 and probably the 13 millimeter roller. And as usual, I give some coating to the side with super glue. Okay, so I have installed all of the rollers, and as you can see right here, there is an underguard right there, because I want to prevent the screw head from getting caught at the track wall. And this part comes from this reinforcing plate. Just cut it right here, and then don't forget to make some adjustment right there. There is a curved shape in here because I want to avoid the plate from hitting the other plate. So I will just install the other one. So this is the plate. Just put the screw right here, and I will put one washer. And next is the 1.5 millimeter spacer, and then just install it right there. Okay, so it will cover the screw head. And then I will add one spring washer, and then lock the tip of the screw with the regular nut. And the next thing you have to do is you need to prepare the rear plate, so the anchor bumper will rest on this plate, and this plate comes from this part, and you will need to make these two new holes right here, this one and also this one. So I use this multi-rear roller stay and I flip it upside down, and you need to put it like this, align the holes in the middle, and then you drill the new hole in here and also in here. Okay, so it will look like this, and you will need to make also some kind of adjustment in this side, because there will be a frame of this of my MS Freki right here, so it will be installed like this. The last thing you need to prepare is the brake plate itself. So I'm using this type of brake plate, so I've installed the dampers also, and this brake plate came from this one, okay, this FRP white rear plate for AR chassis. So you can see it comes from here. Okay, you just need to cut this side and also this side, and you will get this plate. Okay, and now we will begin assembling the anchor bumper. Okay, we will begin the installation process by installing this roller stay into the plate. I will add a 1.5mm spacer first on top of this plate, so like this, and then you just need to put the roller stay and then lock both of them with a lock nut. And after that, we will mount this roller stay into this rear plate right here. Okay, so I've installed the rear plate I've mentioned before, okay, like this, and I've added two regular nuts on this side, and then this time we will need this cap screw. Okay, so we will insert the cap screw in the middle hole in here, right here. Okay, like this. Before mounting the roller stay, don't forget to put some grease in here, because there will be frictions around here. Okay, and also after you put the roller stay itself, you need to add another grease on top of this catcher. Okay, the best one is using the red hard grease. And after that, you will need to put the mushroom on top of this screw, so you just put it in the middle like this. Okay, and then you will need to add this hard spring. Just put it like this, and then you just need to lock it with lock nut, but put it upside down like this one. So right here I've already locked the spring with the lock nut, and do it using the lock nut upside down like this, so it will give some pressure to the spring. Okay, and I usually add this rubber tube, okay, that acts like a spacer also, like this. And then I will add some O-ring, this 19mm O rubber ring, and I will install it like this. So you need to twist it once, and then you do it one more time, and then connect it to the other side like this. Okay, and I will secure it just by using this rubber tube again. Okay, like this. Okay, so it will support this screw better because there will be tension from the rubber. And I usually just close the tip of the screw with this ball cap. And after that, we need to install the brake plate along with the rear stopper. So as for the rear stopper, I will use this 12mm spacer. And then I will lock it using lock nut. Okay, we're finished with the installation process, and now we're going to check the movement of the bumper. So first, as you can see right here, it can slide left and right like this. Okay, so it can act like a sliding bumper, and it can also move like this to the rear side. Okay, like this, and also on this side. Okay, so it can adapt along with the corner and acts also as a shock absorber. And the last thing is it can move like this also. Okay, so just like similar to the AT bumper, so it can protect you when a car lands and the rotor stay hits the track wall. It can save your car back inside of the track. Okay, so that's the purpose of using the anchor bumper. And there's one thing I want to mention about using the anchor bumper. First, you cannot trim the chassis too much. So as you can see right here, even in the neutral position, my rotor stay can still move like this. And this is actually a bad example. So the rotor stay needs to be in a firm position and it cannot be moved at all unless it receives an impact after cornering. So please do not trim this side of the chassis here and also on this side. Don't trim them too much so the rotor stay can maintain the neutral position with the help of the chassis. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I guess that's it. This is the end of making the anchor bumper. Hit the like button if you like this video, hit dislike if you don't like this video, and tell me what you think about this type of bumper. And if you have any experience of using this anchor bumper, please share it with us. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you on my next video.